I feel like returning players or new players, you know, might get help with. But after looking at the DLC for this game, because we all know basically Destiny 2, it is free to play, and you can play the base game and have an enjoyable time, but you're missing a lot of content, which is, you know, all the DLC. But the DLC is really expensive. And even myself, I own the Forsaken Annual Pass, and I own the Forsaken Weapon Pass. The problem is the Annual Pass or whatever, all of that content was removed from the game to, in air quotations, save space. The problem is it was to save space so that when the new DLC released, it didn't, you know, the game didn't take up hundreds of gigabytes on your hard drive. The best part about that is that the new DLC isn't accessible to me, or at least the majority of it, because it's DLC that I have to buy. So, oh, sorry, we have to remove the items that you paid for to make room for items that you don't own. The moon, by the way, the moon here, I basically can't do anything here. Yes, I can come here and you can explore the area and whatnot, and I believe you can do this campaign from what I can tell without buying DLC, but this dungeon is locked behind Shadow. This is locked behind Shadow Keep. This is locked behind Shadow Keep. This is locked behind the Witch Queen. I guess you can play this, and this person, her contracts, his contracts, I don't know, this character's contracts are locked behind the DLC. If I travel here and I go to talk to this person, all of their contracts, I have to buy the Shadow Keep DLC. I was assuming, because there's a Witch Queen, oh my god, a Witch Queen Deluxe Edition. If there's a normal edition and a Deluxe Edition, maybe the Deluxe Edition, which by the way costs $80, gives me access to the Forsaken expansion along with the Witch Queen expansion, and maybe it gives me the Dares of Eternity. Makes sense. Or maybe even Lightfall, or not Lightfall, flying fuck it's called. Beyond Light. And again, I don't own Beyond Light, which would make sense. You know, you're going to have a deluxe edition, but no, the deluxe edition gives you access to just extra dungeons in the Witch Queen campaign. And even the comments for the deluxe edition, for the deluxe Witch Queen bundle, the comments are even like, why don't you, for the price of this and whatnot, why the fuck don't you have access to the other 2 DLC in the game? It makes no sense, and I thought that too. So as somebody who doesn't care about specific items, like here I'm on, this is part of the 30th anniversary bundle. This is Dares of Eternity, and this is what I play. I don't play a lot of PvP. I do play a decent amount of Crucible here and there. It's become a lot more unenjoyable ever since Stasis was added, or ever since Beyond Light was introduced. I feel like Crucible has just been really shitty and unenjoyable. Balance-wise, it feels super, super unbalanced, especially for somebody like me who basically only has access to none of the DLC. I really don't have access to anything like that. So this Zer's Treasure Hoard, I can access this, and I can access the Dares of Eternity, but I can't access the dungeon, which again, like I said, I play a lot of, mostly I only play Dares of Eternity most of the time because I have nothing else to really play, I guess, because I can't access basic, can't do anything on the moon because I can't access the contracts because I need to buy the DLC. So there's no reason to really come here. I guess I could play the campaign. I didn't know that was free. I didn't notice that. So maybe I'll play that. Watch me go to play it after I record this and realize that it's that I have to buy the DLC to play it. I'm assuming this quest I can play for free. And it's not like I can play this map because again, I guess I can play this. I can play the Witch Queen campaign. I guess it's free, but then why is there an expansion? There's this. But here's the problem is like, I mostly play Dares of Eternity, but why would I only buy Dares of Eternity if the only thing you're really gonna buy it for is the Gallahorn? I don't give a shit about the Gallahorn. I don't care about a specific weapon. Again, is it even worth it? I don't know. I was reading this. I think this is sums up the game in its current state pretty well. I know, I have 1,200 plus hours on Steam. I have more on Xbox before I moved over here. This isn't a meme though, I love this game truly. I do, there is nothing else like it. I have met so many. The problem is this game is so anti-new player, it's disgraceful. And by the way, I'm not a new player. I've been playing this game since 2019. 2019, around April of 2019 is when I got super into the game and was grinding it out a bunch. That's where a lot of my time spent playing the game. But yeah, and even for me, it's confusing, but the price to join is absurdly high. The fact that the previous expansions don't get price dropped to like $5 after a year is an insult, which is funny because I think in my first recording, I even said I wouldn't mind a game that has a bunch of DLC if it was really cheap DLC. But the problem is all of Destiny 2's DLC is super expensive. A Dares of Eternity DLC is $25. That's right. You get nothing. You get 2 armor sets for each class, all right? So basically, you get 2 sets of armor, you get access to a single rocket launcher, and you get access to these chests, all of these chests right here, because you can't use any of these chests until you get the anniversary pack. But then that's the problem. Other than that, the only thing else you get access to is basically cosmetic items. You get access to, I think, 2 speeders, 1 spaceship, and you get weapon ornaments or whatever the fuck. But all of that's basically useless to me. I just grind the game, and I like to just get new gear and shit. Like, I don't really care about one specific overpowered rocket launcher or something like that. I'm not going to buy a DLC just for one specific item. If you want to play everything in the game right now, you need to buy 3 major expansions that cost between like $40 to $80 each. Then another $40 for the season passes to get the content that arrives throughout the year. When the next major expansion comes out, it'll cost you another like $100 to play that content. The newest expansion, Lightfall, is $100. Why is it $100? Well, you get Lightfall, which for some reason on its own is $50, even though it's only 1 planet, and you get it's its own campaign. I'm not gonna knock on it that hard. It's basically like an entire new campaign, but $50 is still a lot of money. But why is the other expansion 100? Why is that expansion 100? Well, because you get 4 seasons worth of battle passes. Whoop-de-doo. That's worth $100. Oh boy. I get it if you're a consistent Destiny 2 player. I don't really care if you play the game consistently. That's fine. No, I get spending the money and whatnot because you actually play the game. But for somebody like myself who plays the game in like waves, kind of, almost nothing seems worth it. Even though I want to access, like, I'll be going around and it's like, well, I play a lot of Dares of Eternity. And it's like, okay, well, sometimes I want to play this, but it's not worth $25 just to get access to 1 single dungeon. So I'm not going to buy it, I guess. Sometimes I want to, like, what if I just want to run, like, what if I don't want to play the campaign of this world? What if I just want to go on and, like the moon? Sometimes I just want to go on, get the contracts from the person, and go around the area and just do my contracts and kill random mobs. I don't want to do anything specific, but yet, to do that and to get the contracts, I have to buy the DLC. $25 to $30 alone, or $40 for the fucking Shadowkeep expansion. This game is so confusing. And then look it up here, it's like, I don't even know, man.